Have you ever had one of those moments where nothing dramatic happened, but something inside you changed forever? I have, and I can still remember exactly how it felt. It wasn't a big argument, it wasn't losing my job, it wasn't some life changing event that you'd see in a film. It was much quieter than that. It was simply one of those moments where I stopped and really thought hard about my life. Excuse me. It was simply one of these moments where, after spending most of my working life at sea, I'd become used to the routine, like packing my bags, saying goodbye to my family, heading offshore again, working for weeks, coming home, and then do it all over again. For years and years, practically my whole life. And that was just normal life. I was doing what I believed every husband and father should do, providing, working hard and making sure that the food was on the table. And I don't regret it, not for a second, really. I'm proud that I worked really hard for my family. But there came to a point when I realized something that hit me harder than I had really expected. Every trip I made, I was earning a wage, but I was also spending something far more valuable: time. Time I could never get back. All the birthdays that I missed, the family meals that I was never there for, the ordinary evenings sitting together doing nothing in particularly. Those moments, they don't seem important while they're happening. But one day, you realize they're absolutely everything. And that's when it hit me. I wasn't only trading my time for a paycheck, I was trading pieces of my life. Now, please don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying hard work is a bad thing. Far from it. Hard work has given me many opportunities, like it taught me discipline and it taught me responsibility. It helped me provide for the people that I love. But I started asking myself questions I'd never really asked before. Is this how I want to spend the rest of my life? And not because I hated my job. I didn't. It's because I wanted another choice. I wanted other options, or another option at least. There's a difference between being trapped and having choices. When you only have one way to earn money, every decision becomes difficult. You have to keep saying yes. Yes to another trip. Yes to another contract. And yes to another period away from home. Not always because you want to, but because you feel that you have to. And that feeling stayed with me for a very long time. I didn't know exactly what the real answer was. I just knew I wanted to build something totally different. Something that I might one day, or it might one day, give me more control over my own time. That's when I started looking online. Like many beginners do, I had absolutely no idea where to start. I watched video after video. I read all the articles I could get. I bought courses, lots of them, and I joined communities. Some advice was excellent. Some advice left me more confused. At one point, I thought I needed a website. I thought I needed to do paid advertising. And of course, I needed fancy funnels. I needed automation and then social media on every platform imaginable. The more I learned and the more overwhelmed I just became. Maybe you've felt exactly that way, the same. If you have, let me tell you something I wish somebody had told me. You don't need to build everything. You just need to build something. That simple sentence changed how I looked at online business. Instead of chasing the new strategies, I decided to focus on the one path: creating helpful content for people, learning how to do YouTube, building trust with people, and growing an email list. And of course, recommending products that I genuinely believed could help people. It's quite simple, but it's not easy. Can I ask you a question? For instance, imagine someone handed you a check for £1 million. No strings attached. Would you take it? Most people, of course, would say yes. Now, let me ask you the second question. What if the condition for this money that you could have, would you still take the money? Most people wouldn't. You know, the reason for that is because deep down, we all know something. Time is worth more than money. The strange thing is, we know that, yet many of us still spend years trading or treating money as though it is way more valuable than time. That realization, that completely changed how I think. Today, when I created a YouTube video, I'm not just thinking about making money. I'm thinking about building an asset, something that might help somebody, something that might still be working years from now. Every video becomes another brick, really. Every lesson becomes another opportunity. Every subscriber is another person choosing to come on this journey with me. And I think that's a much healthier way to build a business. We're not chasing quick wins, building something that really lasts. Now, does that mean that I've got it all figured out? No, not at all. Absolutely not. I'm still learning. I'm still making mistakes. I'm still improving. You don't need to know everything before you begin. And this is like another lesson that I'm sharing with you. Looking back, I wish I'd started creating content years ago, years earlier. Not because I would be richer today, but because I'd have helped more people, I'd have learned more lessons, I'd have built more experiences. And that's the wonderful thing about YouTube. Your first video probably won't be your best. Mine certainly wasn't. Neither will your second or your third or even your 10th or 20th. But every upload teaches you something. Every comment teaches you something. Every mistake makes the next video that little bit better. And eventually, without even noticing things, you'll have built something valuable. That's why I believe consistency is one of the greatest advantages ordinary people have. You don't need to be the smartest. You don't need or own the most expensive camera. You don't need a television type studio. But you just simply need to keep showing up, especially if you're over 50. One thing I've noticed is that many people our age think they're too late. Too late to learn technology, too late to build an audience, too late to start again. I don't believe that anymore. In fact, I think life experience is one of the biggest advantages that we have. We've made mistakes. We've solved problems. We've raised families. And we've worked hard. We've lived. Those experiences really matter. People don't only learn from experts, they learn from people that they trust. And trust doesn't come from pretending to be perfect. It comes from being genuine. And that's all I'm trying to do in this channel, share what I've learned, share what I'm still learning, and hopefully make the journey a little easier for someone else. If that's you, I'd love for you to stay with me, because this channel isn't about chasing overnight success. It's about building something meaningful, one video, one lesson, and one step at a time. So if that sounds like the kind of journey you'd like to be a part of, I'd be honored if you subscribe to my channel. And if you'd like to see the simple, beginner, friendly system that I'm using to build my online business, I put together a free guide. It's down there in the description. You'll find the link there in the description below. Take a look whenever you get the chance or whenever you're ready. There's absolutely no pressure. Just something I hope that helps you get started. And I'll leave you with one final thought. The day I realized I was trading my life for a paycheck wasn't the day I quit my job. It was the day that I decided to build another option or another future. Because sometimes freedom doesn't begin with leaving. It begins with starting something. So thank you for spending some of your time or part of the day with me. And I really appreciate it. Remember, give me the thumbs up. That helps other people see this video. You might get a video up here in the corner somewhere, my next video, or be a video that I've done. And click on that and follow me. Please subscribe. And I really appreciate you. Take care. And I'll see you on the next video. Thank you. Steve out.